Good evening and welcome to Zelda 1 Randomizer, the low rule bracket semifinals. I am Adirondack Rick. Smile Fires is here for some fun, and these two runners, they would love to get some money this seed, wouldn't they, Smile Fires?
They sure would. I did not get the chance to watch Bad Game 1 just yet, but I've heard it was an experience that must be viewed by all, and Malkier did emerge the winner, so we do have that.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to see whether or not the secrets turn out to be better than they were in game number one. Spoiler alert, it won't take much to be better than what they were in game number one, although I tried my best to calm curse them in the race room.
Yes, you did.
You're ready to see this, and you're ready to blame me for this, aren't you?
I mean, I'm ready for a good match. These two
I
had a friendly race ahead of their series where they were separated by 90 seconds. So I think it could be either of them in this game on any given seed, really.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this winds up playing out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, it's nice when they sync up already at the very beginning. You don't even have to touch a button there, Smile Fires.
And we're starting on the south coast. We got Lionel's, so that screen could have been dangerous, but Malkier able to get through. Gonna check the coast item. And this open cave.
All right. Secret, well, 29. Well, that's better than what the medium secret was in game one.
That is true.
That's not saying much. That's a bow, by the way, on the coast.
Oh boy. Alright, so we definitely need a ladder.
Yeah, we can guarantee that one right now. We've seen a few races in this tournament where people try to get away without a ladder.
We did have someone just mention level 6 in chat, and here it is at the East Coast, Eastern Forest Cave.
Well, they mentioned that silvers would be in 6, so I guess we'll have to see whether or not they curse this thing. Nice bombs on the floor. That should help Malkier a little bit. The Triforce, though, can we get around to it?
Do we want to nudge past these guys and maybe test a wall?
Well, the wall does work, and based on the door we saw a moment ago, this could be doable. Yep, we will be able to get this Triforce.
Looks like our door repair is the minimum
Oh.
value at 15.
That's actually pretty solid. Malkier, unfortunately, trying to get that bomb out of the Gibdo, but took the wrong kind of hug and has to abandon that play for now.
Well, maybe we can do that again, but that is an early Triforce on the board.
So I've asked this question on commentary, usually with the person that's alongside me, and I'd like to get their thoughts. What do you think is going to be the requirement for this seed?
Let's go one down from last time. Let's go 7 Triforces.
7 Triforces. That should be a decent. I mean, what is your favorite number of all the races you've gotten to see of this tournament?
I mean, the 5 Triforce seeds have maybe produced some of the wildest moments. So I think I gotta say that.
They really have, and they've also caused a lot of, oh, you can go to level 9? Well, about that.
We did get a look at some cheap bombs, by the way. We got 1 rupee per bomb.
Yeah, I love that. I personally like 6. There's enough of a decision to make, but more that you might have to explore more dungeons and get the items you need for go mode.
Yeah, maybe you just end up with you try to go for that one extra level that maybe everything else is under blockers, and which one do you end up finding? At the 4 rupee small heart as well, BBQ picks that up to stop beeping.
And it turns out to be somewhat of a decent decision given what's on this screen. First of our take any hearts.
Oh, we have hints in the northeast
That-
corner.
Yeah, that is something you're going to bookmark and hope you have a reason to return to that corner later on to go ahead and invest in those hints.
Yep, same flags even in the semifinals, so we need a book to translate those hints.
You know, I'm going to do a channel point prediction here. If you're watching this live, how many Triforces are going to be required to get into level 9? Let's see what our Twitch chat seems to think.
Oh, I gotta go in for 7 then.
I would go in for 6, but then I won't be. Oh, silver's right there is the white sword item.
At first quest level 5, 4 hearts not enough, but we'll be back there. So we actually have like bow and silvers on the overworld.
What next? The ladder is the Armos item?
Yeah, really. Level 7 is at the waterfall.
So far, nobody's going with that 5 guess. A lot of people are going 8 Triforces. Oh, there goes the odds on 7.
Yeah, there. Take my money.
And top of the waterfall, which would have been an ending point, is your warp. So that's actually a pretty solid place to have that, where it's at the end of a route.
Yeah, we get built. Well, okay, we do get down to the desert, and we get over to Death Mountain. Alright. I like these.
Pretty solid for the any roads, given that one isn't too far away from start there in the forest. We do know the Armos item is going to be over here in the west side of the world, but is it going to be here or is it going to be at what we call Death Armos?
Oh,
Nope, it's right there.
The any key, so key doors will be no problem anymore. So that's actually a little bit of help in dungeons. Very valuable overworld items. Now maybe we can dig out a ladder somewhere to actually get a heart to get a couple of those.
What's your favorite overworld item?
I don't know what I'm thinking at the moment. Probably red candle, but just because it helps with overworld at the same time.
Especially in these flags where you don't have the take any's with the candles there. So getting a red candle for free or getting a candle for free is definitely a great advantage. But oh, BBQ takes a death as she tried to get into the grave. Pushing the block caused the movement of the Genie to move over that staircase.
Yeah, wow, that was really something. I do have to say, though, I have kind of a soft spot for the SG Live 2022 Forced Armos Heart.
Why is that?
I thought it was, like, an interesting way, because, like, when people think SG Live, like, we wanted to do tougher flags for those. And the Armos Heart meant, like, guaranteed nothing's good is there, but hey, maybe it helps you get, like, a white sword item, which at 5 hearts we can't do in this seed, apparently.
Yep. Much to Malkier's wishes over here. Now we're going to pop into level 7 for a little bit, see if we can't get something here. At this point, would love to see another heart container, so that way we're guaranteed this Armos, or not the Armos, the white sword item, but we're not going to get in that room.
Yeah, it's a fun room. Spike traps in the circle mode room. Yeah, now we're squaring up the prediction in chat. It wasn't silvers in 6, it was 6 hearts for silvers.
And Malkier getting tackled by a Link because Malkier's playing as a Wizrobe sprite. I think we're going to come back to that level 7 in a little while, once we find something sharp to wind up attacking them with.
It's okay, we'll find another level. There'll be a white sword on the floor.
Which level's that?
2.
Alright, this is going to be guaranteed silvers for Malkier, and now the question is, do you immediately go back? Because until you get that ladder, you really can't do anything with those silvers.
Well, maybe there'll be a good excuse to go up that way at some point here. Actually, so like we start relatively close to one of the any roads, and I guess that could also be a pathway back.
Yeah, I agree.
Gonna
Wouldn't that
skip
be something...
Sorry.
I was going to say, wouldn't that be something if Fred invented it so you could just throw the arrows at the enemies?
Yeah. I'm not sure how effective it would be. Like, maybe it would stun them or something, but...
Like the boomerang?
Yeah. Gotta pass up all these forest spots because no sign of a viable candle just yet.
And because BBQ doesn't have any bombs, gonna have to pass up that heart container right here in the area for the time being.
And now both players back on 0. There is an arrow and blue ring shop.
Yep, and you're gonna see nobody buy that arrow because you can get the silvers.
Yeah, I guess you're hoping for good large secret in this one if blue ring is on your mind. Because otherwise we won't have a whole lot to buy. Don't need to buy keys. Bombs are really cheap.
Yeah, I love that 4 rupee price.
So now BBQ knows exactly where... Or, no, he already has the any key. What am I saying?
Don't worry, Smile Fires. I was thinking the same thing too, and then I finally was like, oh, right. It's Malkier who's hasn't been there yet.
So kind of short of, like, the Triforce in 6, we're kind of back in sync. Obviously, like, there's a heart differential, but I don't think that's gonna make a huge difference. There's a sword.
Yeah. The thing is that BBQ could use that any key to his advantage, but we haven't found any levels yet. Well, besides 6 and 7, and do you really want to dig in early 6?
No. I don't want to dig in early 7 either, but we got swords.
I'd rather dig a 7 over a 6, although the Wizrobes will say otherwise.
So maybe we can get some bombs and get something started here.
Both runners, unfortunately, missing out on that first kill chance. Looks like BBQ is heading... Okay, BBQ is not heading. No, BBQ is just trying to kill. And then that happened.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate spot. That's the second tough death, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't help the fact that the blue Octoroks are 3 HP. And it looks like the red Octoroks are also up there.
I guess that's the difference of the 7 hearts right here, is just a little more health cushion to play with.
Honestly, if I was BBQ, what I would think about doing right now is just resetting the game so you get your account back to 0, and then trying to keep going after that blue Octorok.
Malkier wasn't getting the screen scroll, so we're just gonna walk it over the grave. It's fine.
Up, left, down, left. I think the big question is, who's going to be the first one to actually get a bomb drop?
Well, unfortunately, we already have a prediction up.
It is fine. We're going to find a level. We're going to find level 9 real soon. We're going to be able to resolve that prediction.
We're finally gonna see what's in this push block, and small secret.
5. That is higher than... Well, actually, I don't know what it was. I didn't even get to notice what the secret was in game 1. They're probably cursing my name right now, though.
Well, we can spread it evenly. I did roll this.
I appreciate you allowing me to deflect the blame a little bit, but I am the one who cursed them, after all.
Are there bombs in this seed?
No, there's not.
Did we accidentally like turn on shuffle drops or something?
You see, what happens, Malfires, is that when you rolled the seed, you turned on the hidden layer that says remove all bomb droppers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that new feature. That's right. Well, we have a lot of keys, and maybe they could actually lead us to some bombs.
Malkier gets gridded, unfortunately, and BBQ, wow. I thought BBQ was going to eat it there with those red Lionels.
I think this is back to 6 for BBQ, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You're not finding bombs, so maybe try to see if the game wants to give you something. Blue Lionels went up 1 HP. We are not going back to level 6.
Okay. Maybe we're walking into the bomb shop.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. The game's not giving you any bombs, now it's time to buy them. But you know what's going to happen the minute that BBQ goes into the bomb shop?
Malkier gets a bomb drop.
Every time. BBQ is going to be a perfect 12 for 12 on bomb drops after this.
Alright, we're full up on bombs. Malkier is gonna go get the silver arrows while we're in the area. BBQ is gonna get started on bomb caves.
But we're going to save first. And there's another take any that will guarantee BBQ the silvers that Malkier just picked up.
Finally, some bombs.
Yeah, that. I was gonna ask you what that weird blue thing that was on the ground there was for Malkier.
I mean, probably just like a plum, right?
That works for me.
I have now marked the bomb shop on my tracker, just in case we need to go back there.
So have I. Three HP, Red Rose Robes. That's not a horrible thing.
Yeah, we like that. As Malkier does decide 7 is the place to be, and okay.
Bracelet.
Power bracelet.
That makes it the place to be for certain.
It is helpfully right next to a power bracelet screen.
Yeah, and BBQ's gonna get that silvers and head over here to 7 as well.
We're gonna get the rare, like, what was it, 5 power bracelet levels blocked in the 1 seed that people were talking about earlier? Somebody did the math, it was like ridiculously unlikely. Ow.
You said it, not me, Smile. I remember that one race, and then I was looking over this stuff because I was just looking at the clips recently for the assembly of the clips show. And I remember that one race where you had 2 of the any roads get depleted by, or 2 of the RAF spots get depleted by the any roads.
Oh, that's great. And we have both a nickel and another bomb store on Death Mountain, so that is pretty nice.
That's the perfect place for it.
And the other hints. So we have hints in opposing corners.
Hey, level 4, power bracelet blocked.
Alright, that's a good start.
So now we have dark nuts. A golem we can do nothing about.
The Triforce we can do something about. Who needs to clear levels? We'll just pick up early Triforces. But I expect Malkier is headed back into 4.
And another bomb shop on Death Mountain. At least it's not the rare shop.
Yeah, we'll take that. I mean, do you get worried about not having a candle at 22 minutes? Like, we can do some stuff at this point, but maybe that gets into the back of your mind. No extra candles in these flags.
For me, I'm starting to think about it at this stage. I've explored a lot, and that's a pretty solid find right there. Another transporter and dungeon unlocker there.
One overworld blocker item leads to another as BBQ.
Whoops. BBQ finding level 2.
Ooh, that's a lot of rupees.
BBQ does not want to pay for that. And another power bracelet locked level 1.
Wow.
Ow.
Let's try the other door. Okay, Pole's voice level.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, ladder's here, for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be in one of the Pole's voice rooms.
And try as we might to work through any of these other rooms, we know the score.
You and I have seen so many races already. We know how this game plays out.
Spectacle Rock takes more of BBQ's money away. Malkier finds a staircase which has a heart. There is a
by the
candle
way-
shop.
Yeah. At the open cave on Death Mountain.
So that's already mean when it's your wood sword screen, and then this one it's your candle shop. At 24.5 minutes.
White sword.
Okay, I was off by one. Wasn't in two, it was in one. But it was on the floor.
Yes, it was.
So we get to bomb out of this room to get to the rest of one, and... well...
Alright, so that NSU room?
I mean, we already have our floor item, so...
Yeah, but there's
oh, we're
one
looking
more
for another
item.
floor item, yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's the double-hearted level.
Well, we do have a fairy fountain right there, so... Malkier's gonna do that.
That's actually very smart thinking here. And hope you get the clock at 6. One 13.
Very nice large secret.
You know what this does, Smile Fires?
What does it do?
It absolves me of any wrongdoing.
Okay. I'll note that in the file. Not the NSU room, and not going to be this room. So... maybe the room that we skipped earlier?
As we head to the desert to see if we find anything up here level-wise. That's the second large secret for BBQ.
So that's blue ring territory. We find
Oh,
level
here we go.
9 and 5 at the same time, but what is the requirement?
It is 6. Also, is that a third power bracelet blocks level?
That is a third power bracelet lock level.
Incredible.
So one player has the knowledge of how much of the seed we have to play. The other is finding the rest of the seed.
And that, by the way, does guarantee that the power bracelet that we found in 7 is going to be required.
Yeah, because that's not going to get you enough Triforces otherwise.
Yeah. And we still have 2 levels outstanding.
Wow, that transport staircase took us like nowhere.
Gotta love it when you go all the 1 or 2 rooms thanks to a transport staircase like that.
To be fair, maybe it's like accuracy to real staircases. Maybe they were going for, I don't know. I've been in houses that have a lot of steps in them. Including steps in the middle of rooms that I don't really understand. Oh, there's a level down here in the southeast west, level 8. At a bomb spot we couldn't do, like, ages ago.
Yeah. So is that kind of step where somebody trips over it?
Yes. In fact, I'm thinking of one house where I think it is, like, 3 steps up and 3 steps down just in the middle.
Oh, jeez.
This is a room with blue wizrobes, and that is a map of level 8. So we have quite the spindly level 5 with only single pathways to go, because we've already seen a staircase, and quite a dense level 8 if we can get to that part of it. But without a ladder, I need something else. Maybe we can check these other rooms.
Yeah, your hope above any hope at this point is that you don't need to deal with that blue wizrobe room.
Ow. Well, we run straight into a red wizrobe, and red candle is our first item in 8. So it's getting to be kind of order of operations, because we're ladder blocked out of 1, and Malkier doesn't have much to show for 5 yet, but a couple more rooms left, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get back here to this corner where we took the death just a moment ago.
Potion prices help us out and roll down a little bit, so BBQ is gonna fuel up.
We need a ladder to get that Triforce.
Yeah, wow. And triple Dodongos just have a key.
Yeah, this is an impressively annoying 5. Just for how many branching paths, narrow paths there are.
I wonder if we have to pay the mugger in level 2.
Oh, we might.
What else are we looking for? We've had no sign of 3 yet.
Yeah, that's the only level that we have outstanding.
Oh, we do have a staircase over here in 5.
Yeah, this is going to be your item staircase, too.
And I don't think that was the wooden item we were hoping for.
Yeah, I have to agree.
BBQ is back to 2 and testing some walls.
So you know what I think this room's going to be? It's going to be a corridor staircase. Yep.
Haha.
Because you can't bomb in, or you couldn't come in from the left side. And normally all the rooms in level 2 are supposed to be connected.
What is this map of 2 gonna look like as we head to the segment?
Dots on a surface.
It's been an interesting thing in some of these seeds where, like, you go take the staircase and then you find the map in the segment and you find out, oh, the first part I was in was there's so much more to it.
Yeah. Here you think you're getting to the meat and potatoes of the level, only to find out that you're really getting to the appetizer.
But it does look like the Triforce is going to be over in this part that BBQ is in now.
Yeah, I'm guessing that that first stretch of level 2 was all of just those 4 rooms.
Malkier still does not have a candle, but gets to clear out these recorder spots, interestingly. So we're getting very different overworld experiences now, as that's the magical sword.
One short of being able to try for it.
Well, you can always try, but success not likely at the moment. There's our map, and yeah, we are in the chunkier part of 2 over here. Malkier into 6. I just noticed we come in at the very southwest of 6.
BBQ contemplating his life choices. And because you've already seen the mugger, you already know that the old man is out of... there's no more old men here in this level 2, because it's only going to have that one.
Yeah, like we're low on bombs, but you kind of get to be a little more comfortable with bombing. Not the friendliest combat rooms, but it was doable.
Yep. Yeah, you just hope you don't get trapped with the blue dark nuts.
Malkier finds a Chevy room in 6, so backtracking again.
And honestly, every ladder block that you find at this point in time, you know that that can't be what you're looking for, because you've got all the transport items. All you're really seeking now is the knowledge of where this ladder is, and then you can get your bow for your silver arrows.
And by chat's count, ladder is even more required than just for that bow. Like, you need a ladder to be able to even get enough Triforces as well.
There it is right there.
The floor item into at the opposite end of this segment, away from the Triforce. So now BBQ can backtrack.
That really is the first big thing that's happened to BBQ in like the last 15 minutes, honestly.
Yeah, like, he's still missing a lot of levels. He has to go back to 7, which is maybe not your first place you want to go, but...
But as you and I both know, BBQ has to make it back to level 7 to get that power bracelet.
And we're relatively close by. I'll give it that.
Allows BBQ to check the river spots, too.
So that's a Triforce on the board for BBQ. Oh, and we've now found all our important items.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, too, BBQ's the only one who knows what the goal of this seed is.
Yup. So from here on, only junk. But yeah, level 9 is candle blocked, so that kind of hampers Malkier's ability to get in. But he will get a heart.
I can't believe you called the red ring junk. What is CD Improv going to think of you?
I don't know.
I guess my next question is, what the heck is that 6?
Well, it's left aligned. It kind of looks a lot like the 8.
Yeah.
We got a Babar suggestion from our tracker, Camion Ranakai.
Yeah, big thank you to Camion for doing the tracking for us here on this race. And there goes our third large secret.
We thinking blue ring? We're saving.
I think we're thinking blue ring. Well, we got to get that boat, too, off the coast.
Yeah, alright.
So chat pointing out that the best thing that Malkier could find is the red ring. And I will agree on that assessment. I'm going to say a close second would be the book.
I'll take the book. I'll take more overworld exploration for a candle shop. That's probably not the answer you were looking for, but...
I'll accept that answer. That being said, is that the only candle shop we had seen was the open cave next to level 9?
It's the only one I remember.
Yeah, it's the only one I've got noted.
Both players in 6. Maybe you could go on here over 7. So it looks like the one Chevy room is not going to get in Malkier's way, because it looks like this other column is doable. And gets a clock to finish off that room as well.
I will say, seeing these gomas might get in the way.
Yeah, a little bit. The Goma count on this seed is starting to get up there. Heart in the staircase for BBQ.
Even though Malkier has the white sword advantage, BBQ with the 245 rupees will have quite the silver power for some of these Gibdo rooms.
And so we're looking, and Pole's voice helps as well. We're looking for a floor item. So we'll take any combat help we can get for that.
BBQ seeing the Triforce. But because BBQ is starting to run out of possibilities, Really, at this point, BBQ needs to find where this item is in 6 to kind of force BBQ into 7.
Yeah, I think BBQ is absolutely sticking here because, like, you've got a lot of overworld coverage that you can actually do done. At some point you go, I'm running low on pigeonholes to hold all of these remaining pigeons that I know exist.
What are you doing with all those pigeons?
They're pets?
I'll allow it.
Kind of, I think BBQ is relatively on the same exploration path that Malkier was doing. He's going to take a look in the arm now. And I think we saw... Trying to remember, but okay. I definitely can tell you where one end of the transport staircase is.
Where's that?
The top of column 2. So I just can't remember if we saw the other half of it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Chad agreeing we have not seen the other half. Well, I guess not agreeing, but telling me in the first place. Okay, oh, we can bomb. So, Malkier finding a way in.
They're confirming our suspicions.
Yep, that works for me, and it was Zelda's room, so that's why we couldn't get in there. Zelda's room notable for only having an entrance from the bottom, so it ends up being pretty a solid obstacle sometimes.
And there's the other side of the transport staircase.
Oh, hi. But that is a magic boomerang in there, and that is why Malkier is out.
I'm starting to get a suspicion that the book is going to be in level 9, so we're never going to get any quality hints.
I mean, level 9 has potential for quality hints.
I mean, to be fair, a hit in level 9 helped me win one of these races in the Swish round.
Malkier gets that Death Mountain bomb shot.
And I think this is actually pretty good for Malkier, is the fact that if he continues on this route, we'll be able to find level 2.
Yeah, that's the place to be at this point.
Yeah.
So the clock for BBQ is this little overworld jaunt versus doing 6 and 7.
Yeah. BBQ in the right place to be, though. There it is.
So
Just
he
gotta
does
get
need
this
the
right.
Triforce, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just needs to get this Triforce and get out of here. Meanwhile, Malkier is now 2 screens away from level 2.
And just a couple more screens than that away from the Candle Emporium.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we are now going in the other direction because we have a power bracelet and we want to check this spot over here.
And this bomb spot. But, you know, we're getting stuff done.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we still haven't found level... There it is, level 3.
Hey. So, how many power bracelet block dungeons did you want in this one?
That is 4 power bracelet blocked levels.
And another pretty quick Triforce. Love to see that. That we can actually get without a ladder. So that's valuable.
But we're gonna go back in because level 3 in Malkier's mind could have this said ladder.
Or you can get Red Ring or Book here. Back to 7 for BBQ.
Yeah, we know this is where BBQ needs to go. Nice clock there from Malkier. Going to be able to now clear this out. And there's the book in 3.
Alright, Book does not give us dungeon maps, but Malkier could go back for the hint shops or read anything that the old men now have to say in this particular seed.
I do need to ask this question. And this is not a question I think we can answer here on the air because it's just going to take a lot more in-depth analysis and research. I wonder what is the most amount of power bracelet block dungeons we've had in the past.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take research. I mean, maybe we could just put up that one other seed as like a record and then challenge people to find more. Then they can watch the VODs for us.
I like the way you think. There's the power bracelet for BBQ.
I mean, we do need some Triforces, but like priorities. That gets us more overworld. We can find some smaller levels with that. I bet BBQ just walked to like the one power bracelet spot that doesn't push in the whole seed. Another bomb store under Recorder Lake.
A fantastic place to be hiding your explosives. Alright, well, the arrow doesn't push either.
Yeah. So you just get the power bracelet and you're thinking, yeah, maybe this wasn't the item I need, but a couple other spots to look at least. I love landing on the recorder in the middle of a wall.
Yeah, I like that. The runners are about to do a high five. And I honestly thought Malkier was going to, the way that they were traveling, find level 8 soon, which, as we know, has a red candle for something that Malkier is going to need at some point. But we do get ourselves into level 2.
Yeah, going back this direction, if Malkier continues, will be a blue candle at least. BBQ just taking a little look about. Very quick 3.
And there's the Triforce pickup for BBQ.
Malkier does pay the mugger in 2 in money, so, just in case, like, magical sword could be a factor. Holding on to that.
Yeah, and then had a spawn on top of him and had to take a look and realize that it was a key. And we are going hinting.
Oh boy, we are.
All right, I do need to ask this question given how many levels we have Power Bracelet blocked. How many feat of strength hints are we getting?
3.
I'm going to put you to that.
Are you saying in the one shop, though, or across everything? Oh, well. Thanks.
Nice door repair charge. Apparently we are not going hinting. That is an interesting decision here.
Yeah, just wanted that power bracelet spot. Well, I guess I could finish my question. Is it, am I betting on 3 in one shop or 3 total?
Total was what I was looking for.
Okay,
here.
yeah, 3 then.
Yeah. We're going to find that the power bracelet's going to be required. We find level 4. Well, BBQ doesn't know that it's required yet, but doesn't know that there's 4 dungeons that are ladder blocked. Malkier doesn't know it at this point, but this is the room he needs. There it is.
Yeah, he ended up saving a little bit of time in 2 as BBQ grabs the Triforce in 4. Actually takes the Triforce lead for a bit here. Ow.
Yeah, running into Blue Dark Nuts unfortunately did not do any favors. So I'm trying to think the path BBQ is gonna go. After finding this level 1 in just a moment, do we go back to level 7? Do we go back to level 8? Or do we try to hunt down level 5?
Well, so he skipped out on the recorder. I guess the thought is there is a power bracelet spot on your way to 7.
Yeah.
If that pans out, maybe you do 5.
And we know it's going to.
What was I thinking about panning out? I guess maybe panning out is the decision he makes. We get to see what's maybe in the rest of this one, though. As Malkier does get the Triforce in 2.
Yep, we're back to 4 Triforces apiece, and I love the fact that they're all in the same 4 dungeons.
Yeah, hard to do much else, but... Oh. BBQ will take this heart.
Malkier getting close to the candle shop. Gonna take the other direction. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Things may have just gotten a little spicy as far as BBQ in this, being able to get this level 1 Triforce.
Well, if we have a door up, we might be okay. We do have a door up, it's a key door.
Right, we do have a door up. It's more of the, is that guarding the Triforce?
Yeah, true.
It's not.
Okay. Well, the Triforce is the very top, which is just great for us. Malkier, candle time.
It's time to burn. At an hour in, how do you think Malkier is feeling with an hour-long blue candle? Wand's the other item in 1.
Take that wand. I think not great. There's probably an item we can ask each of them about feeling uncomfortable about when they grabbed it.
There's the bow.
Such as power bracelet for BBQ, and then finding all...
Mugger!
Great, beautiful. 2 required muggers.
What did you roll?
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, so am I.
I did just play Monopoly recently, so the bank error in your favorite text is great.
What is your preferred Monopoly piece?
Thimble.
Looks like BBQ is going to decide to go to 8.
An interesting choice. Like, he has poked around 7 enough to maybe decide that's not the place to be.
The answer from our tracker came in. I loved playing as the car token.
Yeah, car was nice.
I guess the next question to ask both you and chat is, what is your favorite color group to own as a Monopoly?
I would have to remember, but I want to say there was one that like really scaled up the rent price with 3 houses. And it might be the yellow group. Like I just had that one. Also 3rd mugger, by the way. But we get the bomb out of it.
Oh. Atlantic, Ventnor, and Marvin Gardens.
Yeah.
I was always partial to the Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and oh gosh, what was the other one? That green color group, just around the corner.
Pacific for you?
Pacific, yep, there we go. Thank you. These 2 runners are going to watch this back and wonder why we're talking Monopoly. There's the wand from Malkier.
Well, I mean, the start of this seed did kind of say go directly to bomb drop jail.
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. There's Triforce number 6 for BBQ. And Malkier still doesn't know what the goal of the seed is. Still hasn't found level 9. BBQ is heading to level 9. Chance to tie up this series, 1 game apiece.
Way cool. I believe he still has his potion for the road and full health, so we're just walking it.
It's the semifinals. We've been here many, many times. Smile fires. We all know what we're looking for. We're listening for noises. We're looking for doors that don't want to open. What do you think we're going to find first? The Roar of Ganon or the door to Zelda?
I think a pretty fast door. As we come in the middle, and we very quickly need a ladder.
Oh, I was hoping that was going to be the answer. That's a small 9.
Yeah, 8 took a lot of the space, I guess.
Only 6 columns wide. Malkier's going to find level 9 in just a moment. There's the roar.
Oh wow.
Can we get
Again.
in? We can't.
Alright, Malkier now knows about the 6 units and has to decide which other one you want.
Yeah, and I think between the two choices, you go back to 5.
Well, this is an interesting start. It's a 9.
Nice
Where is-
bullseye.
That's not a staircase room.
This one is.
It's alright, where are we headed?
And
Well, we do
Chad,
get a- Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Dark is reminding us that the Triforce was really easy to get to in 5.
Yeah, not too bad in, we just couldn't grab it earlier, so that makes sense. So, okay, Malkier also gets to come to level 9. So far this top area is letting BBQ continue.
Yeah, but such a short 9, you're gonna have a lot of solid walls.
Like that one, so we're headed back up. Wonder if this is gonna do like a 2Q7 or 8 thing where it's almost like so constrained that all you really have to do is go with it. Just go through rooms, take staircases. Ends up being linear even as blocky as it may look.
Something this size, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the answer. I am going to assume Malkier is going to buy a potion. That's what this trip is. No, we're buying the blue ring.
Alrighty. Oh, hi, Petra. Petra, always surprising.
Would be perfect at surprise parties. Oh, right next door.
Again!
a shutter door to the north.
Okay, well, Equals Mo Room is maybe not the friendliest place to fight a Ganon, but we got the White Sword.
You gotta be careful. You got your red potion loaded up just in case. Got the stun. There we go. Now is this Princess Zelda one room to the north?
Is BBQ your game to... Nope, not in this room. We play on.
The turnstiles say no.
Another turnstile room.
Yeah. Gotta love those turnstile rooms.
So we'll leave that turnstile room, and we'll go back to this turnstile room, and, back up.
Yeah, we're gonna retreat back to that transport staircase.
Just looking for a door that pops open, regardless of enemies being in the room now.
Really want to leave no stone unturned at this point in time.
Well, okay, I think there's a room that BBQ did not go into earlier, coming downward from the right side.
Yeah.
Oh, we can also take new staircases.
Like this one right here.
Or old staircases, maybe, because that brought us back here.
Yeah, there's that surprise Patra again. Checking the southeast corner.
The kidnapped awaits in southeast, so, like, here, right? Surely. Surely with 2 key doors.
Oh. I was expecting that to pop open. There it is.
That's the door. In we go. First
We
place
got
in
game
this
3.
one goes to BBQ, and we get a game 3. That's 11 or 111.55 for BBQ.gov.
And I hear a BBQ.
I hear a Rick and I hear a Smile Fires. Hi, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. Well, my God, that nine was, I think, double segmented, double quasi segmented. Oh, Malkier, I knew it. I knew he was going to be right on my heels all game. Oh my gosh, that last 30 minutes, my heart was pounding because in game 1, Power Bracelet cost me, and in this one, it unlocked everything.
Yeah, I guess out of everything, maybe Power Bracelet is the feel bad when you get it item for you.
Yeah, I mean, I was just praying that Recorder wasn't required to get... My issue was I only had found the location of like 4 dungeons, and I was like, I can dig 6 or I can dig 7. And I dug 6, and that was the feel bad, because I saw all with like 3 rooms in there, and I got a blue banana for my trebles. I was like, well, I'm dead. So 7 it is, I guess. And yeah, got bailed out with Power Bracelet there.
Yeah, luckily for you, you both full dug 6. I think Malkier even got a little bit turned around at the top, so there was a little bit of time difference there. You didn't find level 5, but also Power Bracelet blocked.
Oh, it was the one Power Bracelet spot I didn't check in the Northeast? That's amazing.
Yep. So that is 4 Power Bracelet locked levels.
That is nuts. I mean, by the time I was done bombing Western DM, I was like, I'm missing 4 levels. That is ridiculous.
And then you get a late candle as well, with the one candle shop next to First Quest Level 9 Vanilla. Malkier got the candle at just after the hour mark.
No, I got mine after 30 minutes easily, but at that point I was like, I have nothing left to do but bomb. So I was just like, let's bomb Western DM, see if I can find something that unlocks something. When I saw that, hey, GG's for Malkier, that 9 was not easy. Once I saw multiple blue ring shops, I knew Candle was the rare shop. And I was like, uh-oh. It would be gross if it's on DM, and at this point I kind of need it to be gross.
The other thing was... the ladder in 2. Because ladder blocked several of our Triforces.
Yeah, I mean, I knew 30 seconds in, ladder was required. So when I got that, I thought, oh, okay, more than anything, I was just like, I have silvers after checking it 3 times. I'll have bow now. Finally, I have some upgraded offense. And that really kind of got me through. I had a choice to make when I completed like Eastern DM. I was like, do I buy a blue ring or do I use that money for ammo for silvers? And I almost bought blue ring, but then I thought better of it and up 8 and got bow and just said, I have to clear 6 and 7. I don't know what's in there. I just want to spam silvers and see where that gets me.
Yeah, maybe one of the fortunate things about the way you ended up doing things, as we welcome in Malkier, by the way, GGU, that you didn't get shut out by some of the places that you needed ladder. Like, you just got to do one the whole way on your first visit.
Yeah, I was panicking. I was like, where are the levels? And yeah, the ladder in 2 helped. I did not want to pay that mugger, but eventually I just kind of felt like I had to.
Seed did its best of, like, kind of... I'm missing words. Just not giving you a whole lot to do at the start. First bombs for... Well, I guess it technically wasn't Malkier's first bombs, but, like, there was a point where you both were just, like, struggling to get a bomb pack. And I was thinking, like, is this seed going to give you anything at any point after some of the other stuff we started seeing?
Yeah, it was... I mean, thankfully there were a few bomb shops up on DM. That helped a ton, and they were cheap, which... when I saw those medium and small secrets, I was like, uh-oh, another sad money seed. So, GG's, by the way, Malkier. This was a challenge of a seed. This was a real bottleneck. Oh, his sound may not be working. I think he's probably going to try and leave the room and try and join again.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can go ahead and get Malkier back in here, so that way we can look forward to game number 3 between you both. It was a very interesting seed.
It was an interesting seed and a challenging seed, and I'm not at all. Yeah, we were talking beforehand before we did races 1 and 2 that the numbers say we're really evenly matched, and I'm not surprised this is going to a game 3. There's Malkier.
Hey, GG, my friend, well played.
Hey, GG's. This was a real bottleneck seed, both in terms of PB blocking 4 dungeons apparently, and 9 being double quasi segmented. So, ugh.
Yeah, so I found PB early, which got me the flute and the raft. So I spent a ton of time over on the coast and that whole area. I was out checking flute spots and letters and PB spots. So I didn't find 2 until really late, which wasn't great. And then I didn't have a handle until really late either because I didn't have a good Death Mountain at all.
Yeah, I felt like I had to do... I don't normally like to do DM relatively early, but I felt like the game was forcing me to by hiding the 1 candle shop all the way up on Western DM. So I kind of had to go against type. And yeah, I saw every spot in the overworld except where level 5 was and the raft and flute spots. I saw every place else, and it was just, I got to all that, and I was like, I haven't checked power bracelet spots. I don't have the requisite number of dungeons found to get into 9. This is a problem.
Yeah, so I didn't have it either when I found 9, but I knew where 5 was, and I knew where the Triforce in 5 was, so I just kind of beelined it there and grabbed it.
Yeah, the one difference between you two was Malkier getting Triforce out of 5, BBQ getting the Triforce out of level 8, which was in the southwest corner.
Yeah, at that point, I seriously did consider going to that one push block spot and hoping it was 5, because I knew 8 was big and it was way out of the way, but I also knew it was like, just do what you know at this point. It's over an hour. I have no idea where Malkier is. He's probably running right beside me. Just go do what you know. Don't risk it, and hope you don't have to dig 8 super deep to get your Triforce. And thankfully, it wasn't that far in.
And thankfully, you also didn't need the recorder for any of the Triforces or for entry into that level 5 in that case.
Yeah, I thought about 2/3 of the way to 8 there at about the hour mark. I looked at my tracker and I saw that first room in was Dig Dogger, and I was like, oh no, what if the Triforce is one room in and it's under that Dig Dogger, and I dig all these 30-some rooms and I have to go get Flute. I am buried. So, but thankfully that didn't happen.
Yeah, we were wondering if you're going to need the recorder to get the Triforce out of 1.
I saw that Dig Dogger too, and I got locked in there, and I was very worried about it. But then found the compass one room away, and it was all. I was like, oh, good. The one time I'm glad it's all the way at the end of the map. But of course, there's a mugger there too. Did we have 3 required muggers?
You bombed out of the one in 8, right? So that one wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, no, we had all 3 muggers. This is I guess this is the second quest seed then.
Yeah,
I
levels
never
1
saw
and 2
8,
were
so-
required.
It was the southwest bomb spot.
Yeah, I went in there once early, and after of course I found red candle in there after I got blue candle, but I got red candle out of there and I bailed, thinking surely I will find level 1, level 3, level 4, and they won't be overworld blocked. No, all 3 of them were behind power bracelet blocks.
Yeah, well, GG, my friend, well played. What do you want to go with game 3? I am good tomorrow or Sunday.
I can do either one. What's your pleasure?
Tomorrow, same time, same bat channel.
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay, there we go. Game 3 tomorrow, same bat time.
I can't guarantee you'll be on the same bad channel, but I'll try to do some magic.
You're on the Bat family of networks. How about that?
That works.
Oh, yeah, GG's Malkier. I knew when I finished. I almost, before I got the invite to the booth, I almost peeked over to your channel after I finished, and just because I was like, he's probably like a minute behind me, because I was legit sweating the last 20 minutes, I was like legit nervous that I was gonna get sniped. And sure enough, you were right behind me. I was like, I knew it.
Yeah. So I grabbed a little bit of money on my way there. I was looking for a potion shop, and I got the big secret, like southeast of 1. I was like, no, it was a blue ring shop. I'll grab that. But I don't think I killed Gan without that ring anyway with that room, so I don't think it really cost me out of the way. But it might have. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was off center in my fight too, which I hate when he spawns in the wall. I hate that, because then it's like you have to do advanced math to figure out how he's going to bounce off. Thankfully, I got a stun lock from above, so
Yeah, you
I was
did a
worried
pretty
about that.
solid job with that fight.
that I went in there with 5 hearts. I was like, I can take exactly 1 driver, and that's it. So yeah, I was very fortunate to get the stun lock. And then the real fun began in terms of trying to find the weird path.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, my friend. It's gonna be interesting. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, dude. This will be fun. Game 3, as I think both of us predicted.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
We got the links in chat so you can follow both of these players. You can follow the crew as well. We got our Twitch links there. You can also check the schedule for where all these games, including their game tomorrow, is going to be. And Rick, it was a great seed.
Oh yeah, it was a fun one, and I'm really glad we got the chance to come again together.
Yeah, and thank you to you guys for jumping in doing tracking, and Cam for doing tracking and doing the setup and everything. Couldn't make this tournament nearly as fun or as exciting without all the volunteers who have been helping throughout the tournament and certainly during the bracket stages. So, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, seconded. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Well, we still got a couple more races going on right now. In fact, you both beat out the race that is going on over on SpeedGaming. Not going to mention how that one is going because we're going to be rating over there in just a second. But we do have another race right after that at approximately 10:30, but I can guarantee you it's probably not going to start at 10:30 at this rate. Yeah, stick around. We're going to send you over to SpeedGaming 1. Smellfires, yeah, this has been fun.
Yep, you about covered it. See everybody over on SpeedGaming, man, and have a good night.